Eurozone growth has been showing for months clear-cut signs of recovery, yet in France the same signs remain vague. Here is a quick overview of the French economic situation and outlook. Hello and welcome to this new edition of EcoTV Week. The year 2014 was disappointing in many aspects for the French economy. Indeed, France was, with Latvia, the only EMU country not to have seen a pickup in growth in 2014 compared to 2013. The French economy, in fact, continued to stagnate, posting a third year in a row of positive but close to zero growth. At the same time, the Eurozone recovery, which started in 2013, continued to gather steam, leading to a growth of nearly 1% in 2014. The French underperformance was not limited to growth. Other economic indicators were impacted, like the unemployment rate. In the Eurozone, even if the unemployment rate is still 1 point above the French unemployment rate, it has started to go down, while this decline is still to come in France. And we've just had a confirmation of that with the release of February job seekers data, which resume their rise after a surprising fall in January. As for the French fiscal deficit, we have mixed news. On the one hand, it eventually reaches minus 4% of GDP in 2014, which is a much better figure than expected and even slightly better than in 2013. But on the other hand, the French fiscal deficit remains one of the highest of the Eurozone. What can we say now about growth prospects in 2015? If we have a look at the most recent surveys data, they continue to point quite clearly towards recovery in the Eurozone and in Germany in particular, while the improvement in business confidence in France remains much more hesitant, especially in the industry sector. However, on the consumer side, because households are in fact more sensitive to the purchasing power gains arising from the fall in oil prices, a more visible improvement seems to take place. And this is good news, as consumers are a key component of the awaited recovery. In addition to this consumer impetus, a stronger export momentum is building thanks to the euro depreciation and also thanks to the spillover effects coming from the Eurozone recovery. More consumption and more exports means more demand for the corporate business sector. Besides, the fall in oil prices, a corporate tax credit and employers' contribution cuts will also help firms restore their profit margins. The whole thing will support an upturn in non-residential investment. Add to that the ECB monetary policy stimulus and the low level of interest rates that comes with it, and you have the ingredients of a French recovery, which may be a bit less dynamic than the Eurozone one, but which should regain some momentum anyway. Next week, the focus will be in the Eurozone on the flash CPI estimate for March and on the European Commission surveys, and in the United States on the employment report and on the manufacturing ISM index also for March. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and join us again next week for another 2 minutes on the economy.
BNP Paribas, la banque d'un monde qui change.